Hey everyone, welcome back to Devbyte. Today we are starting a brand new series on this channel called Unity Mechanics Lab. In this series, we will create useful gameplay mechanics and systems that you can use in your own Unity games, like racing systems indicators, mobile controls, physics mechanics, AI systems, and much more. In this first episode, we are going to create a dynamic position system for racing games. This system will detect the position of every racer based on their distance from the finish line, and then it will update the UI to show who is in first, second, third position, and so on. Before we start writing code, I have already prepared a simple racing scene. In this scene, I have two bot bikes and one player bike along with player bike follow cam. I also have an endpoint that will act as finish line and UI for positions as well. Let's implement our race position system. First of all, let's create an empty game object in the hierarchy and name it Race Pose Manager. This object will control our complete racing position system. With this object selected, go to the inspector, click Add Component, type Race Pose Manager, and create a new C# script. Now click Create and Add. After that, double-click and open the script. First of all, I want to display the total number of racers on the UI. For that, I need a reference to a TextMesh Pro UG-UI component. So let's create a serialized private TextMesh Pro UG-UI total participants txt. The serialized field attribute allows me to assign the UI text directly from the inspector, even though the variable is private. Next, I need a list to store all the racers in the race. Instead of storing entire game objects, I only need their positions, so I'll use transform list. This list will contain the player bike and all bot bikes. Again, let's add serialized field, private list, and it's of transform race participants. Now inside start, I want to show the total number of racers at our UI. Let's say total participants text equals race participants dot count dot to string. This will display the total participant count when the game starts. Back to Unity and assign the total participants text inside TextMesh Pro field of our Race Pose Manager, and lock inspector and assign player bike and bot bikes in our race participants list. Next, let's create a new method to calculate position in every frame. Let's create a private void calculate position. Inside this method, I'll first create a temporary transform to swap racers while sorting the list. So let's add a local transform underscore temp. This variable will help us swap racers. Now we have our racers list and finish line reference ready. But right now, Unity does not know which racer is first, second, or third. So we need to build a simple sorting system. The idea is simple. The racer that is closest to the finish line should be first. The racer that is farther should be behind. So now let's add a couple of loops to compare every racer with every other racer. Let's add our first loop, and this will pick one racer from our race participants list. The variable I will represent the current racer we are checking. Let's add our second nested loop, and this second loop will compare that racer with every other racer in the same list. Next, let's compare racer I with racer J to check who is closer to the finish line. Let's add if condition and check if vector3 dot distance and its race participant I dot position and sorry, I forget to add finish line transform variable. Let's quickly add this, let's say serialized field, private transform finish line, and complete our if condition. Finish line dot position is less than vector3 dot distance, and race participants J dot position and finish line dot position. Vector3 dot distance calculates the distance between two positions. On the left side, we calculate the distance between racer I and the finish line. On the right side, we calculate the distance between racer J and the finish line. If racer I has less distance than racer J, it means racer I is closer to the finish line. And if racer I is closer, then racer I should come before racer J in the list. So now we need to swap their positions inside the list. First, we'll store racer I inside our temporary variable. Let's say underscore temp equals race participant I we do this because if we directly replace racer I, we will lose its reference. So underscore temp is just holding racer I safely for a moment. Next, we put racer J into racer I position in the list. Let's say race participant I equals race participant J. And now we'll put the saved racer from underscore temp into racer J's position. Let's say race participant J equals underscore temp. So now both racers have swapped their places in the list. After these loops finish, our list is sorted based on distance from the finish line. The racer closest to the finish line will be at the top of the list. So let's add another for loop. This loop goes through our sorted racers list one by one. Now, to update the position text for every racer in our sorted list, we need to create a new C# script to show position of participants. Before creating a new script, let's quickly call this method in our update back to Unity editor. Let's create a new C# script and name this show position and select both bots and player bike and attach the script on them. Let's open up the script. First of all, let's remove start and update method. Next, we need the text that displays the racer's current position. Let's add serialize field, private text mesh pro GUI current position text. Now we need a method to update the UI text with the position value. Let's create a public void show current pose and pass an int current pose as parameter. Inside this method, simply update UI for every participant. Let's say current position text dot text equals current pose dot toString. Now back to our race pose manager class. For each racer, we'll get the show position script attached to it. Then we call the show current pose function and we pass I+1. We use I+1 because list index starts from 0, but in racing position does not start from 0. It starts from 1. And now every racer will display its correct position based on how close it is to the finish line. Back to Unity editor and assign the text mesh pro reference to bots and player bike. And assign the endpoint to finish line and hit play to test the position system. As you can see, our racing position system is working perfectly. The positions are being calculated dynamically based on each racer's distance from the finish line. Right now, our player bike is behind both bot bikes, so it is correctly showing position 3. If I pause the game and take a closer look, you can see that this bot is the closest one to the finish line, which is why it has position 1. The second bot is slightly farther away, so it is correctly assigned position 2. And since our player is the farthest from the finish line, it is currently in position 3. So our sorting system is successfully ranking all racers based on their progress toward the finish line. This is a simple but very useful foundation for any racing game, whether you are creating a bike racing game, car racing game, kart racer, or any other racing experience in Unity. That is it for this first episode of Unity Mechanics Lab. In future episodes, we'll build even more useful gameplay systems and mechanics that you can directly use in your own projects. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what mechanic you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.